Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, webinar on digital onboarding of investors. We are starting. With honor, Excellency Afzal Mahmood Saab, Ambassador of Pakistan, Mr. Amir Khan, Chairman, Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Mr. Farooq Khan, Chief Executive Officer, Pakistan Stock Exchange, Mr. Muhammad Luqman, Chief Executive Officer, National Clearing Company of Pakistan, and Mr. Badiuddin Akbar, who is not here, Mr. Sharik from CDC, he is the marketing chief there, and all the participants. We start in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, and I request Mr. Pal Naseem to have a Tilawat Quran Pak to commence this important event.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين صدق الله العلي العظيم.
جزاك الله خير. Welcome again. This webinar is jointly organized by Pakistan Business Professional Council Abu Dhabi and Pakistan Embassy UAE in collaboration with the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Pakistan Stock Exchange, Central Depository Company of Pakistan, and National Clearing Company of Pakistan. All the important organizations in respect to I'm Dr. Kaisar Anis, founding president of the Pakistan Business Professional Council Abu Dhabi. And Pakistan Business Professional Council was established in December 26, 2004, and was since then working under Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce Industry and together with Pakistan Embassy Abu Dhabi. Our chief patron is His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance since beginning. The Pakistan Business Council has done series of functions and work on the objectives to develop trade and commerce. To mention just that yesterday, we have an event with the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce, where you have heard that UAE has starting 100% foreign ownership, which is a great change in the company law of United Arab Emirates. It was before 5149 and for a long time, and one of the person, I was executive council member on that, and there is 22 suggestions from my side to the council to have this, and ultimately it was announced a few days ago, and on that, the Pakistan Business Professional Council was the first to lead this webinar and to inform everyone in the UAE that there is a big change, and together with the chamber, together with Ministry of Economy, it was well attended by nearly 700 to 800 participants here in United Arab. It's a very big change in the business. It will attract a lot of foreign direct investment. I'm just giving a message, the role Pakistan Business Professional Council is playing in Abu Dhabi. We are one of the leading council here. There are 30 business councils around here, but we are ahead with everyone. Just to give a little brief, back to our subject, we have a credit since the initiative made by the State Bank of Pakistan on Roshan Digital Account. We have nearly 3 leading webinars where together with the Pakistan Embassy for the information to facilitate all the community. And because of pandemic, we go beyond the border, and that way our participant is coming from USA, Canada, London, and that was the advantage we have to do that. All was well attended and was very successful. And all the facilities now lately, which I heard from Governor State Bank of Pakistan, that we are reaching to the million bank account opening, and an enormous amount has been deposited. And that can be noted that our currency is still in a stable form. With that, we Council approached the Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan when they did the similar thing as the State Bank of Pakistan, and we invited, and I really thank to Amir Khan Saab for confirming it and saying, yes, this is important, and we should we should have a webinar. I have gone through all the steps which is taken, announced by the commission. It's really remarkable, and it will certainly increase the capital market in Pakistan. So with this, the new regime of the SCCP digital transformation and agenda allows investor to seamlessly open his or her account with a broker from anywhere in the country without the requirement of submitting a physical document or visiting a broker. The new account opening system is a continuation of SCCP reform agenda that aims at enhancing investor outreach, introducing digitalization, and ensure robust growth of the capital markets. It is expected that the new regime would revolutionize Pakistan capital market and contribute significantly towards economic growth in the country by channeling investment and saving throughout the market. Today's webinar, we are honored to have our new appointed ambassador of Pakistan in the UAE, His Excellency Afzal Mahmood Saab. It is our great pleasure to have him to address. I will just give a brief for everyone, so then you know this thing. Excellency Afzal Mahmood has joined as Ambassador of Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates on 27 January 2021, after successfully completing his tenure as Ambassador of Pakistan in Bahrain. Mr. Afzal Mahmood carries diverse experience of representing Pakistan at many international forums and in different parts of the world. His notable assignment includes serving as Consul General Houston, United States from 2013-2016. Before that, he served as a Deputy Acting High Commissioner of Pakistan in Bangladesh from 2009 to 2013. Mr. Mahmood also represented Pakistan at the United Nations Environment Programme and United Nations Human Settlement Programme in Nairobi as a Deputy Permanent Representative during 2004 to 2007. His other multilateral assignments include occasional representation as Asian, SAARC, and climate change meeting in Indonesia, Bangladesh, and Germany. I have the honor to meet His Excellency Afzal Mahmood Saab in the Pakistan Embassy on 2 days ago. I enjoyed meeting, and I really felt him personally that he's a very focused person, and he was discussing how we can increase and enhance the export of Pakistan to UAE and the region. Also, he was very keen to know how we can take investment to Pakistan. And I introduced the council. He is also our chairman of the council by constitution, and we work jointly on everything. And my best wishes for his stay for all the time, and council is there to work hand to hand. We also appreciate Pakistan Embassy for attending 1.7 million Pakistan in the UAE. It's a commendable job they're doing in UAE and is well organized. With that, I invite Excellency Afzal Mahmood to address. Thank you so much. Over to you. Unmuting.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. At the outset, allow me to very humbly submit that I'm not here to address. I'm a student of whatever we all are doing together. So I would learn from you. So I'm humbled with my presence here, and I'm grateful to Kaisar Anisa for giving you such a long detail of whatever I have been doing. Then again, I being a servant of Pakistani people, I have been to different countries. So this is my 8th foreign assignment in different corners of the world. So whatever I could, I did my best, and hopefully here in Bahrain, it is a challenging place. We have a large number of Pakistanis here, as Kaisar Saab mentioned, 1.7 million people here, and the trade volume is more than $10 billion. So a country with which we have this type of interaction requires and expects a lot from a humble civil servant like me. But I'm grateful to my team here. So everybody else, the ambassadors who have been here before me and the officers who are working with me, they're excellent people. They've done a lot of work, and I would be following their footprints to move on to whatever has been achieved. So whatever little pieces of information and expertise, experience I have acquired during my over 30 years service in the Foreign Service of Pakistan, we will try to put those pieces together and draw advantage for our nation. And sometimes we say that trade investment is one of our top priorities, but for myself, in different corners of the world, I always said, and I practice that also, that trade investment is the job for which we are here. Because if you earn something for the country, that is what is going to help. So only flying flag and representing your country, showing the flag is not sufficient. We are in 21st century, and the challenges are enormous, but we have the determination that we would, inshallah, meet the challenges. So far, I've been very, very lucky that serving in the countries as near as Bangladesh and as far as US and Canada, I had a lot of opportunities to learn and to produce results also. From different places, we picked up different experiences and built on that, and we have been successful. I have been in Bahrain lately for about 2.5 years, and there again, we were able to achieve something during COVID. Just the last year, we had about 10% increase in our exports, and the year before, we had about 24% increase in trade. And it doesn't come automatically. You have to have innovative techniques to get involved. So I had a very long meeting with Kaisar Saab, and I met a couple of other businessmen today and yesterday. So that is what was my beginning point here. So before even presenting credentials, we got on to the trade and investment. And we already have a kind of blueprint on how we would proceed further with our plans to enhance trade and investment with this country. And I'm really grateful to Chairman Saab for your presence here and your team here. That means a lot for us, and we always count on you. And we would keep bothering you time and again, seeking your guidance and sending you feedback. So I am confident that we would also have robust support from back home, from Islamabad. So your initiative is wonderful. The time is gone when we would be physically meeting people and we were writing letters and waiting for response. And in today's world, and where we curse COVID-19 for many things, we should thank it also that it has put us on a fast highway of electronic communication, where you not necessarily you have to travel long distance, or you have to personally go and meet people. So it has made things easier for us also. I would not go for a long speech and not discuss technical things here. So you people are expert of that field, and I welcome again all those Pakistanis and non-Pakistanis who are here with us in this meeting, and we must benefit from this opportunity to educate ourselves, to acquire expertise, and to work on that road to be working together as a team. And rest assured, myself, my team here, and Pakistanis in UAE, I'm confident because I have worked with Pakistani community everywhere in every corner of the world. They are outstanding people, they are capable people, and from their hearts and hearts, Pakistanis, and they want to pay back to the country. And that feeling I always found in Pakistani. Giving back a concept is everywhere, in every corner of the world. So I thank you once again, and I, being a student of trade investment, I would learn from you, and I would try to remain to remain present as long as I can. We have a couple of urgent things also. So this is an interesting country where developments take place at their pace and their time, not waiting for us to be free from one thing and then to be attending to the other. I've been told that I was out of the office for some time, that there are a couple of things which I have to immediately address to, and a phone call was coming when we were sitting here, but I put them on hold, that I'll get back when I get free from there. So again, thank you very much for supporting us.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you. Yes, you are very right. United Arab Emirates is like this. The government is very fast. Every morning you have a new policy, new laws, and all going for a success and attending the challenge of pandemic. We are very happy to hear that your trade investment is the job, which we always say that embassy should do and embassy should be the engine of doing the business. And the 24% increase in Bahrain, certainly that's a remarkable achievement, and we expect same thing. And here to attend 1.7 million, we are lucky to have you, and we are looking forward to more interaction with you. As you know, Expo 2021 going to come up, which certainly attract more FDI here, and I will invite all the Pakistani companies to share and get the benefit. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Amir Khan, Chairman, Security and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, who are the main speaker, who is going to tell how SECP has been approving and revamping the whole thing, and the capital market going to be changed. And I just to give brief about Amir Khan Saab. He has 30 years of experience in banking and capital market, covering corporate, investment, SME, and institutional banking in Pakistan and Canada. He has served in senior position of Standard Chartered Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, American Express Bank Limited. He is well versed in corporate lending, treasury and credit risk management, and has extensively worked on structured financial product, international trade, and cross-border transaction. Prior to being appointed as a commissioner, he served as an executive director of the SECP, where he headed several departments. He also played a key role in a number of initiatives at the SECP, including the launch of Community Murhaba at PMEX, agriculture-related initiative, bringing microfinance companies within the SECP regulatory ambit, finalizing of laws and improving ease of doing business. He is a former Chevening scholar. He has an MBA degree as well as an MSc in international banking from the UK. He is also an associate of Institute of Banker. What a great CV you have, mashallah. SECP is lucky to have you. Please welcome to Mr. Amir Khan Saab.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, Ambassador of Pakistan to the UAE, Mr. Kaisar Anis, President of PBPC, honorable and distinguished guests. Assalamu alaikum. I'm delighted to be part of this webinar to have the opportunity to share my thoughts with such an illustrious group of non-resident Pakistanis. At the outset, I would like to thank His Excellency, the Ambassador of Pakistan to UAE, for his resolute efforts for the benefit of Pakistani diaspora all over the world. And I assure him that you can count on our robust support and everything and any help that you need from our side, you can count on it. I'm also thankful to the Pakistan Business Professional Council Abu Dhabi for their invaluable efforts in facilitating the business community and promoting a positive image of Pakistan. The crucial role played by NRPs in the development of the Pakistani economy is undeniable, as their remittances alone provide a vital source of foreign exchange essential for the stability and growth of the economy. And increasingly, we are witnessing broader and wider contribution of the NRPs into not just the financial sphere, but also into educational arena, the social development, and promoting entrepreneurship and innovation in the country. The enablement of the digital onboarding of investors is indeed a landmark development. We all know that Pakistan's capital market holds enormous potential, but the reality remains that its investor base has stayed stagnant over the last decade. Through this endeavor, capital markets are now in a position to play an enhanced role in serving as a conduit to channel the investments of our NRPs towards a regulated economy in a swift and efficient manner. A sizable and diverse investor base is critical cornerstone for the development of any capital market. Unfortunately, the speed bumps and bottlenecks in the way to achieve these objectives have been ignored for quite some time. In keeping with its statutory responsibility to beneficially regulate, the SECP has been focusing on removal of these irritants. And during the last 18 months, you'll be happy to note significant progress has been made through simplification of many processes at multiple levels. But I assure you that we do realize that this is just a humble beginning. And through sheer commitment and collaborative efforts of all stakeholders, SBP, PSX, NCCPL, CDC, and many others, we will be able to record a visible delta in the investor base over the next year. Just to mention here that even last year, we saw a slight uptick of about 6%, which is not very large, but given the backdrop of a very stagnant decade, I think it was not a mean achievement. Since last year, the SCCP has embarked upon a historic transformational journey aimed at developing a vibrant business sector in Pakistan. These reforms are focused on 3 key areas. Firstly, number 1, strategically redefining the role of SCCP to align with the economic and social development needs of the country. This has made us razor sharp our focus on 5 broad areas. The first among them is financial inclusion. The second is ease of doing business. The third is market development. The fourth is transparency. And the fifth is our own internal organizational development, trying to practice what we preach. While a lot of good work has been done in the previous year, there needs to be an increased focus on linking SCCP's work to the real economy and the real business issues that face the country today. While a collateral management company has been launched, there is an urgency to provide farmers the opportunity to sell their produce at fair price by way of an electronic warehouse receipt on a recognized exchange. While the GEM board has been enabled at the PSX, both equity and debt public offerings have started after a hiatus of 12 months. A lot more is needed to encourage growth companies and SMEs to raise capital through their capital markets. Similarly, development of the bond market to enable public sector for raising capital for infrastructure needs is the need of the hour. In order to achieve sustainable market developments, fostering competition and capital formation, it is vital to introduce simplified and business-friendly regulatory regime. Secondly, developing systems and practices in conjunction with digitalization that are designed to ensure a consistent, balanced, and transparent enforcement action so that we can effectively tackle market abuse and financial malfeasance. And thirdly and finally, improving user experience through eliminating bottlenecks, onerous and outdated requirements, enhance investor outreach, and swift redressal of complaints system. Ladies and gentlemen, the major enabler of this broad-based reform agenda is digitalization. The pivotal role of innovation and automation in economic development is undeniable, as it alone holds the key to revolutionize the way we live, we work, and we communicate. The SCCP has worked very hard to develop a digital ecosystem for end-to-end digitalization of all its internal processes as well as its external interface. As part of this exercise, a thorough analysis of its existing processes has been undertaken, and significant progress has been made in terms of business process reengineering. Eventually, when these processes are put into place in the next 18 months, user experience and time and cost of doing business will materially improve. Today, people are able to invest into our capital markets from anywhere in the world, and today people are able from anywhere in the world by using our online services, and also by getting a certificate digitally delivered to them for the company registration. In the end, I would like to share with you all a short video highlighting SCCP's recent mayas to create a linkage between the capital markets and the real needs of Pakistani public, domestically as well as for the NRPs, and to inculcate a strong compliance culture. In the end, I would just pray that may Allah guide us in our pursuit for a strong and prosperous Pakistan. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Amir Khan Saab, which is complete revolution, I must say, in the SECP. And especially, certainly this will result attracting of investment from NRP. This reform which you mentioned, the access to finance, access for ease of doing business, transparency, market development, organization is all great. And this is much required there. And 24/7 accessibility is very important because of that time. And overseas Pakistani can have an ease of interacting with the capital market institutions or brokers. And especially restructuring was a great thing where you have finance access, especially for the institution arrangement to manage distressed companies. That was very important. Fintech has been taken care. Then under transparency, which was very important, categorization of securities broker is very important. That's a very important thing. People know that who is on which level it is. The 4 ETF launched in 2020 on market development was also a great move. And further is the linkage through SPP, Roshan Digital Account, NRP Rupee Value Account for non-resident Pakistani, digital account opening process for investment in stock market, flexibility to choose bankers, brokers, and custodian, enhanced market outreach and facilitation. This is a super thing your SECP done. I commend them, and I thank again Amir Khan Saab and all his team members for taking to a different level to SECP. Now I will request Farooq Khan Saab from Pakistan Stock Exchange, which is used to be before Karachi Stock Exchange and Islamabad Stock Exchange and Lahore Stock Exchanges, which merged to Pakistan Stock Exchange now, and the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Farooq Khan, is working on that. And I will add also that Pakistan Business Professional Council play a very great role. We have arranged 2 agreements, or rather 4 agreements with the Pakistan Stock Exchange and between the Abu Dhabi stock market and Dubai financial market. And it's a long time, and this agreement is still there to interact, and they work together because we wanted that some of the share of Pakistan Stock Exchange should become on the board of the Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange, and some of the share of Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange should come on the board of the Pakistan Stock Exchange. Still the work going on by the council. Mr. Farooq Khan brief was with one. Mr. Farooq Khan is the Chief Executive Officer of Pakistan Stock Exchange Limited. He qualified as a chartered accountant from the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, United Kingdom, and also hold a BA Honours in Economics and Finance from the University of Manchester. With over 30 years of senior management and board level experience, Farooq is an experienced entrepreneur and leading business and financial advisor who has advised on many landmark transactions. Previously, he has held senior position with Acumen in Pakistan and the UK, including country director, CEO, Pakistan Senior Director, Business Development, Chief Business Development Officer, and member of the Management Committee. Mr. Khan was the founding partner and CEO of BMA Capital Limited under the stewardship. BMA established itself as a leading investment banking group in Pakistan and received several international awards, including the 2010 Euromoney Award for the Best Investment Bank in Pakistan. His experience includes managing the $813 million GDR offering and London listing of OGDCL Pakistan, largest listed company, and successfully advising Etisalat on their 2.6 billion acquisition of Pakistan Telecom, the largest merger and acquisition transaction, and the largest foreign direct investment in Pakistan history. Other historical transactions include the $1.5 billion privatization of Port Addu Power Company and the $898 million of GDR offering for Pak Telecom. He has advised either on the buy or sell side on almost 50% of all successful privatization in Pakistan, totaling over 4 billion in value. He has also worked with American Express Bank in Pakistan and Deloitte in London. Mr. Khan has an excellent network, deep knowledge of global business and investment. Like he has previously served as president of Overseas Investor Chamber of Commerce Industry and chairman of the Young President Organization Pakistan chapter, and on the board of prominent public and private sector organization. He was also associated with the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan as a member of its policy board from 2018 to 2019. Mr. Khan was selected by Euromoney as one of the top 50 global financial leaders below the age of 40 years. His philanthropic interests include children, health, and education. Mr. Khan has been nominated by PSX to serve as director of the board of Central Depository Company of Pakistan Limited, National Clearing Company of Pakistan Limited, Pakistan Mercantile Exchange Limited. He's also serving as the chairman of Voluntary Dealership. What an experience you have. We are very fortunate that you are leading Pakistan Stock Exchange. Mr. Farooq Khan sir, please address.
Kassar Saab, thank you so much for that introduction, and I would just request your colleague to share my presentation. And again, thank you so much for inviting PSX to be part of this webinar. And I would also like to thank His Excellency Afzal Mahmood Sahab and Chairman SCCP Amir Khan Sahib for their opening comments and remarks. I hope the participants and other attendees and NRPs will find this webinar useful in their decision making. If you could maybe make this full screen, the presentation, it'll be easier for people to see it.
Sure. Yeah. Is it okay now?
Thank you. I think so. What I thought I'd just focus on and briefly highlight in my presentation is, as has been you were mentioning in your opening remarks, not just Pakistan, the whole world has been going through very challenging times because of the pandemic. Pakistan, mashallah, has come out strongly and indeed in much better shape than most other regional economies. And this is due to the timely, proactive and aggressive monetary, fiscal and indeed social steps taken by the government of Pakistan. And PSX, and I have to acknowledge with the full support of the SCCP, also took all steps to ensure that the stock market continued to trade smoothly. There was no disruption, unlike some of the other regional markets. Pakistan Stock Exchange didn't stop trading for even a minute, despite a very, very challenging operating environment because of the lockdowns. And the result of all these actions by the government, by PSX, by SCCP, is that today PSX, mashallah, is amongst the top performing markets in the world. And I would add that this is not for the first time that PSX has had this honor. PSX has delivered some of the best returns in the world to long-term investors. Recently, the Pak Rupee has also been, very strong and has been performing at a very stable level. So overseas investors like NRPs have benefited both from the strong performance of PSX as well as the stability of the Pak Rupee. What I thought would be perhaps of interest to your audience is that I would like to share the robust ecosystem and regulatory structure that exists in the capital markets and the corporate sector in Pakistan. And there have been some recent important developments also which would be interested to people looking to invest in Pakistan. Many of you may have left Pakistan, some years back and may not be as familiar or may not fully appreciate the strong and robust regulatory structure that we have, including things like, if you look at our accounting standards, the disclosure in our listed company accounts, they are at par with any international standards. And in fact, in a lot of instances are better than many other Asian and regional markets in terms of their disclosure, etc. Next slide, please. So this, overall lays out the structure of how the capital markets in Pakistan are regulated and operated. The Security and Exchange Commission is, of course, the apex regulator, it regulates not just the capital markets but also the corporate sector. Pakistan Stock Exchange is a frontline regulator and has been involved since inception. As Kassar Saab, you've mentioned in your remarks that there used to be 3 exchanges these were consolidated to give scale and made into one exchange. And our predecessor KSC and other exchanges played a very important role in developing this ecosystem of setting up the National Clearing Company, the CDC, and the Commodities Exchange, which have really meant that the exchange today operates as per international standards, not just in terms of clearing and margin requirements which protect the investors, but also in terms of seamless settlement of their stock, which are all held by the central depository company. So many of you may remember from years gone by where there had to be physical exchange of scripts. That is obviously no longer the case for many, many years. Next slide, please. This just as you know, the main objective of the exchange is to provide a fair and transparent and robust trading platform, which allows both companies to raise capital efficiently, as well as for all investors to make a good return. And as I mentioned, one reason for the recent good performance is that we have kept the exchange functioning despite extreme challenges, from lockdowns to terror attacks to record floodings in the city of Karachi. Next slide, please. This just gives you some overall stats about the stock exchange. And as the chairman was also mentioning, the Pakistan capital markets is one of the oldest markets in Asia. So we have come a long way, but we need to go much further to deepen and enhance the investor base in Pakistan. For our part, PSX is committed to providing a robust and transparent trading platform. And to achieve this, we are implementing, with the support of our Chinese partners, a state-of-the-art trading and surveillance system at a total cost of over $5 million. Phase 1 of the surveillance system has already been implemented, and the trading system will be, inshallah, implemented by the end of March this year. And this will ensure that PSX is able to provide a robust and transparent trading platform well into the 21st century. And next slide, please. As you can see here, that almost all the major sectors of the economy are represented on PSX. And this means that for investors, you can both benefit from as well as contribute to the economic growth of Pakistan. Next slide. As I mentioned, PSX is one of the oldest exchanges in Asia and is also the frontline regulator of the market. And it plays a very important role in terms of capital formation and developing the savings and investments in Pakistan, which is one of the key structural challenges that our economy faces. And just to share with you, in the last 5 years, issuers like companies and government of Pakistan have raised over 760 billion rupees through listings on PSX. Next slide, please. The market has changed a lot. It was first open to, although the market was established back in 1948, it was open to international investors in 1991. So since then, the regulations and the process, both at the SECP, at PSX, and the State Bank, is extremely well established of how money inflows come in from international investors and how they flow out, and it works extremely well. And as I said, it's almost been over 30 years of these regulations have been in place. Recently, some significant changes have taken place. As I mentioned earlier, the 3 exchanges were merged. The exchange was then demutualized, i.e. that means that the trading rights and ownership were segregated. There was a strategic sale process that took place. And as you'll see on the next slide, please, the 3 of the largest exchanges, not just in China, but indeed the world, are now our partners, and they took a 40% strategic stake in PSX. And this is probably the most important and high profile private sector Chinese investment in Pakistan so far. And they have been, as I was mentioning, from Shenzhen Stock Exchange, they're helping us implement a state-of-the-art trading and surveillance system. So, the PSX is poised to gain a lot from this partnership. Next slide, please. Despite the challenges, we have continued to make significant progress. The chairman in his presentation referred to some of these issues, like the debt issue, the successful launch of exchange traded fund that I will come to at the end. The IPO market has reopened after 15 months, and there we have a robust and full pipeline of IPOs. And the most recent one, which is of interest to this audience, is the Roshan digital accounts, which have been launched with the support and guidance of both the SECP as well as the State Bank of Pakistan. And this is really a fundamental and a transformational step forward, in my view, in making it easy and simple for investors to not just open bank accounts, but also open brokerage accounts. And in line with that, from early January this year, I would just like to highlight that even for domestic investors, the SECP has come up with regulations, and I'm sure Luqman at NCCPL will touch upon this in his talk. Even for domestic investors now, it is possible to open online accounts seamlessly, sitting from your home or office, wherever you might be in Pakistan. Next slide, please. PSX over the years has returned, as I mentioned, world-beating returns to investors. The annual return in dollar terms on the KSE 100 over the last 10 years has been close to 7%. And the MSCI Emerging Market Index, which is the standard benchmark to compare returns on emerging markets, has been close to 4%. Now, 3% outperformance year in, year out is huge. I mean, most fund managers would give an arm and a leg to have that kind of outperformance. And Pakistan, has provided that. However, despite that, as you'll see on the next slide, we are still undervalued. We have, the lowest PE in the region. And in the next slide, you'll see, just about the next slide, please. Highest dividend yield in the region. So, we don't get enough credit or recognition for this performance. And indeed, I would say that this is a challenge for Pakistan. We need to improve brand Pakistan. And really, Kaisar Saab, the work that, you and your organization do, and the, support and work that, our embassies are doing, and Afzal Saab was mentioning in his opening remarks. And really, I would ask all the NRPs, all of us have to work together to improve brand Pakistan, which remains a challenge for Pakistan to attract investments. Next slide. To close, I would just like to share with you, because as individual investors from overseas, I thought this would be of particular interest to you. ETFs, we have launched ETFs in Pakistan. ETFs are probably the single largest asset category in the world, worth over $7 trillion, and we did not have ETFs in Pakistan. So we now have 4 ETFs on PSX, and these are ideal instruments for investors who have a long-term investment view. And as with one investment or trade or order with your broker, you can get a diversified exposure to the Pakistan market at a much lower cost. So it's a very easy and convenient way of gaining exposure to the Pakistan market. So I thought this might be of interest to the audience here. I will stop now. So thank you very much again for inviting me to present on this forum, and I'm happy to answer any questions later.
So much Farooq Khan Saab. It's really very comprehensive. MashaAllah, आप बहुत तजुर्बेकार हैं. मैं उर्दू में कहूँगा कि मुझे ऑडियंस को समझाना है जो आपने बात कही है. ये जो वेबिनार किया है ये SECP की ने अप्रूव किया है कि आप ऑनलाइन अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं. जैसे हम लोग रोशन डिजिटल अकाउंट है वो हम ऑनलाइन खोल सकते हैं फिजिकल प्रेजेंस के बगैर. हम ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानियों को बहुत मुश्किल होती थी, हर कुछ दिनों के बाद उनका अकाउंट डोरमेंट हो जाता था और हमें फिर पाकिस्तान जाना पड़ता था, फिर उनको जाके बायोमेट्रिक करानी भी होती थी, बहुत मुश्किल होता. और हम लेडीज के साथ हमें बुलाया जाता है अगर जॉइंट अकाउंट हो. ये बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव था स्टेट बैंक ऑफ पाकिस्तान का, जो उन्होंने ये कहा कि अब आप डिजिटल अकाउंट खोलें. और मैंने अकाउंट खोला 2 बैंकों में और मैंने यहीं से खोला और डॉलर अकाउंट भी खोला और मैंने रुपए का भी अकाउंट खोला। तो ये बहुत बड़ी आसानी हो गई। अब हमारा अकाउंट डॉर्मेंट नहीं होगा, मुझे कोई पेमेंट करना मैं पेमेंट कर दूंगा, मेरे पास चेकबुक भी आ गई है, मेरे पास डेबिट कार्ड भी आ गया अगर मुझे, और वो डेबिट कार्ड आप कहीं भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं दुनिया में। ये इतनी बड़ी आसानी, मैं ऑडियंस को बताना चाहता हूँ कि इतनी बड़ी आसानी है। अब जब हमें पता चला है कि SCCP ने ऑनलाइन ब्रोकर अकाउंट भी खोल दिया, वो जो कि हमेशा हमारे लिए बड़ी दुश्वारी थी। आपको ब्रोकर के दफ्तर जाना है, आपको उनको अपनी सारी चीजें दिखानी है, फिर उनको बताना है, फिर वो कहेंगे यार वो आपको दोबारा आना है वापस अथॉरिटी के लिए। तो अब वो भी चीज भी खत्म हो गई। अब इससे आसानी क्या हो गई, मैं आपको और भी सबको फायदे बताता हूँ। यहाँ जो लोग काम करते हैं पाकिस्तानी या कोई भी, यहाँ भी 200 नेशनलिटी काम करती है। अब उनकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, जिस दिन उनका वीजा कैंसिल होता है उनका अकाउंट फ्रीज हो जाता है, उनका बैंक अकाउंट फ्रीज हो जाएगा और वो बहुत मुश्किल से उनको या तो पूरा पैसा निकालना पड़ेगा, ले जाना पड़ेगा। अब ऐसा नहीं है, वो आप अपना पाकिस्तान में अकाउंट खोलें और अपना पैसा रखें, आपका अकाउंट कभी फ्रीज नहीं होगा। आप सारा पैसा डॉलर में रखना चाहते हैं डॉलर में रखें, रुपए में रखना चाहते हैं रुपए में रखें, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ये बहुत बड़ी आसानी की स्टेट बैंक ऑफ पाकिस्तान में कमेंट करता हूँ जाकिर साहब को और उनकी टीम को। इसी तरह कैपिटल मार्केट में दुश्वारी हो रही थी, हमें कैसे हम शेयर में पैसे लगाएं और ब्रोकर से बात करें। अब SCCP ने कैटेगरी भी बना दी, उन्होंने कहा हम कैटेगराइज कर देंगे कि अच्छा ये अच्छे हैं, ये बुरे हैं या कम स्टैंडर्ड के हैं, उसी हिसाब से हम उनसे काम कर लेंगे। वो एडवाइस करते हैं। और फिर ETF भी हो गया, जो ETF कहीं भी नहीं था पाकिस्तान में। माशाल्लाह 4 ETF आपने बता दिया, NIT ने कर दिया, मिजान ने कर दिया, NBP ने कर दिया, UBL ने कर दिया। इससे बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर अस एंड आई एम श्योर आप देखेंगे कि काफी कैपिटल मार्केट में इन्वेस्टमेंट ओवरसीज का भी जाएगा। और आपने अच्छी बात ये करी कि पाकिस्तानियों को भी आपने अलाउ कर दिया, रेसिडेंट को भी अलाउ कर दिया, जो कि हमेशा झिझकते थे जाने के लिए कि ब्रोकर के अकाउंट में कहाँ जाऊं, मैं वहां जाके उनको बताऊं। अब वो घर से बैठे अपने ऑनलाइन आप काम करते हैं और 24/7 है। ये भी नहीं कि अभी ऑफिस खुला है या बंद है, क्योंकि हम लोग को टाइमिंग की बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। जो अमेरिका में बैठा है उसको भी प्रॉब्लम है, तो टाइमिंग की भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं। तो ये बहुत सी ऑफ चेंज था। इसीलिए काउंसिल ने ये लीड ली विद एम्बेसी कि भाई ये काम करके लोगों को बताएं, हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा बताएंगे, ज्यादा से ज्यादा चीज होगी। हम बहुत शुक्रिया आपका फारूक खान साहब का, माशाल्लाह आपका CV देख के मुझे आई एम रियली इम्प्रेस्ड। आपने $4 बिलियन की काम किया है एंड PSX is very lucky to have you and I'm sure it can reach to height of anything. And Pakistan Stock Exchange is doing great work. Council will continue hand-to-hand work together with Ambassador Saab. He is very enterprising. Now I will go to the NCCL company, which is another very important organization. इनका काम क्या है NCCL का कि जब आप ट्रांजैक्शन डालते हैं तो वो सेटलमेंट करते हैं आपका। मैं सबको समझाने के लिए कि NCCL की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है। CDC का क्या काम है, वो आपके शेयर डिजिटल रखता है। पाकिस्तान स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का क्या काम है, वहां आप चीजें खरीदते हैं, खरीद करके सेटलमेंट जाता है CCL में, वहां से फिर आपका शेयर जाता है CDC में। तो उसी लाइन से अब मैं बुला रहा हूँ मोहम्मद लुकमान साहब को, CEO नेशनल क्लियरिंग कंपनी पाकिस्तान लिमिटेड के। Mr. Luqman carries more than 30 years of enriched and diversified experience with national and multinational organizations, including Ron Polinek, Rohrer Limited, Coca-Cola Beverages Pakistan, CDC in multi-phase roles, and is currently associated with National Clearing Company of Pakistan Limited as Chief Executive Officer. He is a fellow chartered accountant, cost and corporate secretary by qualification and certified director from ICAP. He started his career with A. Ferguson Company, a member firm of Pricewaterhouse Global Network in audit. And this is the same my company. I worked there for 6 years, Luqman Saab, in this section. Mr. Luqman has represented NCCPL on numerous communities, both locally and internationally, which includes committees formed by Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Federal Board of Revenue, Ministry of Finance, and MUFAP, etc. He has got the privilege to represent NCCPL on multiple local international forums such as CCP12, CSD, ICAP, ICMAP, OIC, and ACG. Welcome, Mohammad Luqman Saab. Over to you.
Thank you, Kaisa Saab. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. His Excellency Ambassador Afzal Mahmood Saab, Chairman SECP Amir Khan Saab, Farooq Khan Saab, MD PSX, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
I
salam.
would just like to brief you about what NCCPL is doing. NCCPL is providing the clearing and settlement facility to the Pakistan capital market. We are the central counterparty for the capital market transaction, meaning that we basically novate the contracts and become the buyer to the seller and seller to the buyer. We are doing this through establishment of a settlement guarantee fund, but thus ensuring that the transaction which are executed at the PSX will be settled and there will be no risk associated with settling those transactions. We basically have implemented a lot of new development during the year, which includes the capital market margining revamping during this year. We also had a BCP conducted during the year because of the COVID, and there were days in which the NCCPL whole operations were operated from working from home. It means that there was not a single resource coming to the office, and we were able to gave all the services to every of the capital market participants. In addition to that, we have implemented quite a few new changes in the leverage market. And above all, the main topic, which is of today's webinar, is we have implemented the online account system from January, second week of January, which enables the investors to onboard on the capital market without coming to the office of the stock exchange, as mentioned by Kaisa Saab right now. And there is no requirement of the physical documents, nor they are required to do any biometric or required to submit any physical documentation. I have a 3-minute clip which basically brief that what is basically changed because of the implementation of this online onboarding of the investors. This is a very sea change in the Pakistan's capital market, and I would also like to thank the SECP for approving the regulations which allows the investors of the PSX to onboard through digital platform. I would also like to thank the PSX and CDC to work on the same project. Now I would request you to kindly play that clip so that everyone should be understand in a very convenient manner what will be changed and how it will be work for the investors. Thank you.
It's opening. See?
Not opening.
If there is any problem, then I will explain it.
Just give a second.
Sure.
एनसीसीपीएल ने हाल ही में एक मजबूत कदम डिजिटलाइजेशन पूरी दुनिया में तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है और कैपिटल मार्केट्स में भी इस पर तेजी से काम किया जा रहा है। एनसीसीपीएल ने हाल ही में एक मजबूत कदम उठाते हुए इन्वेस्टर्स और ब्रोकर्स दोनों की सहूलत के लिए डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग की सहूलत मुतारिफ करवाई है। अब इन्वेस्टर्स एक निहायत आसान इंटरफेस के इस्तेमाल से अपनी तफसीलात ब्रोकर को सबमिट करवा सकते हैं, ना बायोमेट्रिक की जरूरत और ना कागजात जमा कराने की। अब इन्वेस्टर्स निहायत सहूलत के साथ अपनी मालूमात ब्रोकर की वेबसाइट के जरिए भेजकर सरमायाकारी के मुख्तलिफ मौक़े तक रसाई हासिल कर सकते हैं। डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग के जरिए अब दूर दराज इलाकों में मौजूद लोग भी निहायत सहूलत और आसानी से मुख्तलिफ ब्रोकर्स के साथ अपना अकाउंट खुलवा सकेंगे। इस नए तरीक़ेकार से जहां एक लोकल रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी के लिए आसानी होगी, वहीं पर अब नॉन रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी भी इस मौके से मुकम्मल फ़ायदा उठा सकेंगे। इन सब फ़वाइद को हासिल करना बहुत आसान है। सबसे पहले इन्वेस्टर अपनी पसंद के ब्रोकर की वेबसाइट पर जाकर ऑनलाइन अकाउंट खोलने का ऑप्शन मुंतखब करेगा। इसके बाद वो अपनी ज़रूरी मालूमात जमा कराएगा, जैसा कि नाम, शनाख्ती कार्ड नंबर, IBAN नंबर, ईमेल ID जो कि ओवरसीज नॉन रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी के लिए लाजमी है, और अपना मोबाइल नंबर जो लोकल रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी के लिए ज़रूरी है। ये मालूमात ब्रोकर NCCPL को जमा करवाएगा। NCCPL इस फराहम करदा मालूमात की तस्दीक करने के बाद एक वन टाइम पासवर्ड यानी OTP जारी करेगा, जो कि लोकल रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी के मोबाइल नंबर और ओवरसीज नॉन रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानी के ईमेल पर भेजा जाएगा। इन्वेस्टर इस OTP को इस्तेमाल करते हुए ब्रोकर की वेबसाइट से अपने ऑनलाइन अकाउंट ओपनिंग फॉर्म तक रसाई हासिल कर सकेगा, जिसमें CRF और KYC दोनों से मुंसलिक दरकार मालूमात शामिल हैं। दूसरी जानिब ब्रोकर पहले से तयशुदा शराइत व ज़वाबित पर अपने इन्वेस्टर से रजामंदी लेगा, जिसके बाद वो यही मालूमात NCCPL को जमा करवा देगा। ब्रोकर तमाम तस्दीकी लवाजमात को मुकम्मल करते हुए इन्वेस्टर की तरफ से मिलने वाली दस्तावेजात NCCPL को भेज देगा। NCCPL ये हासिल शुदा मालूमात NCSS यानी नेशनल क्लियरिंग एंड सेटलमेंट सिस्टम, KIS यानी नो योर कस्टमर इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम और CDS यानी सेंट्रल डिपॉजिटरी सिस्टम में भेज देगा। इससे इन्वेस्टर का क्लाइंट कोड, KY सिस्टम में इंदराज और CDC के साथ सब अकाउंट खुल सकेगा। इस तरह एक इन्वेस्टर अब बाआसानी अपना अकाउंट ऑनलाइन खोल सकेगा। हम पुर उम्मीद हैं कि हमारी इस काविश की बदौलत सरमायाकारों की तादाद में इजाफा होगा और पाकिस्तान की मईशत पर मस्बत असरात मुरतब होंगे।
जी बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मोहम्मद लुकमान साहब।
थैंक यू जी।
थैंक यू, बहुत शुक्रिया। आपकी बहुत अच्छी क्लिप थी और लोगों को समझ में आएगी कितनी आसानी की है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने कैपिटल मार्केट की इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए और आसानी के लिए। यह वाकई ये भी बहुत कमेंडेबल है कि आप लोगों ने पेंडेमिक में काम किया और कभी एक दिन के लिए नहीं रुकी कोई चीज़। ये भी बड़ा चैलेंज है, सबने घर से काम किया और कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ जैसे फारूक खान साहब ने बयान किया, जैसे लुकमान साहब ने बयान किया। ये सब बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ थी जो कि इस चैलेंजेस में हम खुद लॉकडाउन है, मैं अबू धाबी से बात कर रहा हूँ, आपको यहाँ से आना जाना तकरीबन 7-8 महीने हो गए, आप नहीं जा सकते ना आ सकते, अगर जाएंगे तो आपको कई टेस्ट कराने पड़ेंगे, एक टेस्ट नहीं कराने पड़ेंगे, कई टेस्ट कराने पड़ेंगे। यहाँ की हुकूमत ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है, बहुत बेइंतहा टेस्टिंग की है, वैक्सीन लगा रहे हैं और कंपलसरी वैक्सीन लगा रहे हैं, तो हम बहुत खुश हैं कि इतना ख्याल कर रहे हैं हुकूमत आई। जैसे पाकिस्तान में हो रहा है माशाल्लाह, प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने अब शुरू कर दी वैक्सीन लगाना, और माशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह मुझे उम्मीद है कि जून जुलाई तक चीजें बहुत बेहतर हो जाएंगी वैक्सीन के बाद। सिनोफार्म जो है, जो मेरी रिसर्च है, सबसे अच्छी वैक्सीन है और बेहतर वैक्सीन है, और जो कि यहाँ दस्तयाब है और पाकिस्तान में भी दस्तयाब है। इसके साथ ही मैं इनवाइट करूंगा बदियुद्दीन अकबर साहब, जो सीईओ सेंट्रल डिपॉजिटरी कंपनी के हैं, वो अभी मौजूद नहीं है क्योंकि उनकी वालदा साहबा की तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, तो उनकी जगह मैंने रिक्वेस्ट की है शारिक साहब, जो चीफ है हेड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डेवलप मार्केटिंग के, हमारे बहुत पुराने शुरू से हमारा इंटरेक्शन है काउंसिल का, और सीडीसी से भी हमने तकरीबन कई एग्रीमेंट कराए हैं, यहाँ आपका दुबई फाइनेंशियल मार्केट का भी और अबू धाबी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का भी, और स्टिल उनकी इंटरेक्शन रहती है और हमारी बहुत इंटरेक्शन रहती है। सीडीसी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिसमें जैसे ट्रिलियन रुपए के शेयर वहां पड़े रहते हैं उनके पास। तो ओवर टू शारिक साहब, इफ यू कैन टेक केयर एंड एक्सप्लेन लिटिल ब्रीफ अबाउट सीडीसी।
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, I would like to thank PBPC and His Excellency, the Ambassador of Pakistan in UAE, for providing us, the capital market entities, this opportunity to present the capital market to the non-resident Pakistanis in UAE. As you have mentioned, Dr. Saab, that we have a long history of relationship with PBPC. You remember we held a number of physical web seminars and workshops both in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai with your collaboration. And we are hopeful that inshallah, when COVID will be over, we'll again come to your place, come to Abu Dhabi, Dubai and other Emirates to have physical seminars with the overseas Pakistanis. Inshallah, we also look forward that there will be cross-listing from Abu Dhabi or from Dubai to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, and the scripts from Pakistan Stock Exchange would also be listed on the Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange or the Dubai financial market. I know that this is your long due dream that there should be cross-listing. I remember working with you from 2004 on this concept of cross-listing, and I am hopeful that with this new dynamic regime in SECP and in Pakistan Stock Exchange, hope that your dream will soon become reality. I would like to congratulate on behalf of CDC and on behalf of Mr. Badiuddin Akbar, who is not here today because the illness of his mother. I would like to congratulate SECP, I would like to congratulate National Clearing and PSX, and the entire team of capital market, including the CDC team, of coming up this integrated digital model of online account opening. This would ease out the account opening process for the local investors here in Pakistan. And after the introduction of Roshan Digital Account and after the introduction of Roshan Digital investment in stock market through Roshan Digital Account, this is a big step towards increasing the financial inclusion in Pakistan. As Amir Saab mentioned and as Farooq Saab has already mentioned, that over last 1 or 2 years, these are the roller coaster years for Pakistan capital market. We have introduced number of digital transformation steps, like this digital onboarding step for the opening of the broker and the CDC account. At the same time, SECP has also introduced the digital onboarding or the digital account opening process for the mutual funds also. So now the local investors can also open their mutual fund related accounts on digitally. And I would like to inform all the overseas Pakistanis a big good news that soon, inshallah, within 10 to 15 days, the from the Roshan Digital account, the investment in mutual fund would also be allowed. This is another big achievement from SCCP. Their team is working day in, day out with SBP, with the State Bank of Pakistan, and soon there will be a new scheme launched by the State Bank of Pakistan in collaboration with SCCP, where again CDC would be acting as an information hub, and the overseas Pakistanis through their Roshan Digital account would be able to invest in mutual funds also. So the number of new asset classes are coming in through the Roshan Digital account. Roshan Digital account is now a real success story for all of us. At the moment when I'm talking to you, we have already around 2,300 active Roshan Digital accounts with us in our capital market, and around $3.5 million have already been invested in the capital market. And for this, I again want to thank Dr. Saab, you and PBPC, that you were the first people who had the webinar with us. And you know, UAE is one of the major contributors in Roshan Digital account for the banking sector also and for the capital market also. So we really want you to remain with us. We would love to have more seminars with you for the mutual fund industry also, to promote the mutual fund industry. CDC has launched a complete digital onboarding platform for the mutual fund industry with the name of Imlaq Financials. And Dr. Saab, inshallah, very soon I'll be contacting you to have a complete webinar on how overseas Pakistanis can invest in the mutual fund industry in Pakistan. So thank you very much, Dr. Saab, again, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Shariq Saab. I'm really very happy to hear all the successes you mentioned. As council, always hand to hand will work for you whenever you ask, and certainly you mentioned about mutual fund, we will take the lead together on that. It was very comprehensive information you were passing, and this encourages to the capital market investor. I will request Amir Khan Saab if he has to say any comment, or Ambassador Saab if he has to say any comment. Amir Khan Saab, if you have a little small point.
I would just like to thank you for providing this opportunity to speak to this group of worthy NRPs. और मैं आपको यकीन दिलाता हूँ कि हम लोग हमेशा अवेलेबल रहेंगे किसी भी किस्म की हेल्प के लिए, किसी भी किस्म की सपोर्ट के लिए. मैं एक चीज़ ज़रूर कहूँगा कि जो मुझे खुशी हो रही है इस वक्त कहते हुए, वो ये कि कभी इससे पहले मैं बहुत अरसे से पब्लिक सेक्टर में हूँ, लेकिन इतने क्लोजली पब्लिक सेक्टर, प्राइवेट सेक्टर, इन्वेस्टर्स, ऑफशोर पाकिस्तानीज, लोकल पाकिस्तानीज, इट्स अ वेरी गुड फीलिंग. एक बड़ी दिल को खुशी होती है देख के कि सब लोग कलेक्टिवली काम कर रहे हैं चीजों को आगे लेके जाने की तरफ. कोई किसी से आगे निकलने की जल्दी में नहीं है, कोई किसी को पीछे नहीं छोड़ना चाह रहा, सब इकट्ठे दूसरे का हाथ पकड़ के तेजी से आगे जाना चाह रहे हैं. और ये बहुत एक मेरे नजदीक बहुत खुश आए चीज है. थैंक यू.
बहुत अच्छी चीज आइडेंटिफाई की आमिर खान साहब आपने. हम लोग सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज पाकिस्तान को, कमीशन को देखते हैं, एंड हम उस पर डिपेंड करते हैं काफी हर चीज के लिए. आपको पता है जैसे उनका 531 कंपनी, सिर्फ 531 कंपनी नहीं है, बल्कि आप सारी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनीज आपके अंडर में हैं, और हमें बहुत जरूरत है आपकी गाइडेंस की. इन सबको गाइडेंस की जरूरत है, और अगर जैसी डायरेक्शन ऐसे जैसे डिजिटलाइज हो जाएगी तो इन्वेस्टर बहुत इन्वेस्ट करेगा पाकिस्तान में, और हमारी डेवलपमेंट होगी, एम्प्लॉयमेंट होगी, हर चीज बढ़ेगी. बहुत शुक्रिया आमिर खान साहब आपकी लीडरशिप का और आपकी टीम का. फरूक खान साहब, आप कुछ कहेंगे?
जी कैसर साहब, शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत. मैं वही रिएटरेट करना चाहूँगा जो चेयरमैन साहब ने कहा. मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि जो इंटरेस्ट है पाकिस्तान में वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है, मगर जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ पाकिस्तान में क्रिएट हो रही हैं वो भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं उस इंटरेस्ट को कैपिटलाइज करने के लिए. और जहाँ तक स्टॉक मार्केट का ताल्लुक है, ये मेरी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फीलिंग है कि इंशाल्लाह 2021 हम लोग एक बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ एंटर कर रहे हैं, और बहुत सारे बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स जो थे एक बहुत ही डिफ़िकल्ट ऑपरेटिंग एनवायरनमेंट में, मगर SCCP और हमारी मैनेजमेंट टीम की सपोर्ट के साथ हमने बहुत सारे बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स इन प्लेस रख चुके हैं. तो इंशाल्लाह 2021 में आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट कि इसका बेनिफिट पाकिस्तान को, उसकी इकोनॉमी को और उसके इन्वेस्टर्स को انشاءاللہ ملے گا.
بہت شکریہ فاروق صاحب. I'm giving over to Dr. Hadi Shahid. He will have a closing remark. And the questions, if there's anything, Hadi Shahid will attend to that. Dr. Hadi Shahid Saab, he's a founding member of the Pakistan Business Council. He's a leader in Abu Dhabi. He's a decade experience here. He is established many organizations in Pakistan, and one is the leading Indus Hospital you must have heard about. He is the founding, he is a brick layer of that hospital. And then School of Nursing, he is a brick layer of School of Nursing, which is a model in Pakistan. In addition to many schools he is doing in Pakistan, and he is voluntarily working here in United Arab Emirates. He is a great leader. He is by profession chartered accountant from A. Ferguson Company, same place from where I came. Over to Dr. Hadi Shahid Saab.
Thank you, Dr. Kaisar Anis. As I know that Pakistan Business and Professional Council Abu Dhabi has always been raising the flag of Pakistan and is consistently working for the brand of Pakistan, which, as Farooq Saab said, that which is a need of the time. We all have to raise this flag, and we all have to work hard to let our institutions work in a smooth and orderly manner, and we get our position in the community of the world. Thank you very much. I'm honored that His Excellency Afzal Mahmood, the Ambassador of Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates, joined us today, and he had very encouraging words to say on the beginning of this, and we will continue his patronage to the Pakistan Business Professional Council and the community of Pakistanis living in the United Arab Emirates. We are honored that our regulators of the corporate business, Mr. Amir Khan, the Chairman, Securities and Exchange Corporate of Pakistan, is with us in this webinar, and he has given very encouraging word the way the organizations are working for regulating these businesses. The digital world has brought us very closely compared to what we have been dreaming. And I guess this is the time of our generations now to speed it up, to pass it on, and get the interest of the younger Pakistanis into the Pakistan stock market and investment market. I'm thankful to Mr. Farooq Khan, the CEO of Pakistan Stock Exchange, for an excellent performance and for giving us so good backgrounds of the institution with us. Mr. Mahmood Luqman, the CEO of National Clearing Company of Pakistan, briefed very well. Thank you very much, Mr. Mahmood Luqman, for joining us. And Sharik Naseem, an old friend of Pakistani Business and Professional Council. We have worked together many times in institutions. He is heading the Product Development and Marketing Central Depository Company. And Dr. Kaisar Anis, thanks to you for organizing all these, and Mr. Iqbal Naseem, our host of this webinar today. Thanks to all of you. There are a few questions. We'll be taking it up and passing on the response to all of them. Thank you for joining us, and we conclude.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Hadi Shahid Saab. And thank you.